Good Tuesday morning, devotion family. We'll start another week of devotions. Well, we've already got started another week with the pastor's devotion on Monday. So hope you caught that. Hope you caught the message Sunday, the series Secrets of Success, and this one being on faithfulness. And I think this was the third foundation. Is that right? We've done two others, and so this was the third. Maybe telling on myself for being wrong there. So anyway, I hope you've been able to watch this series and be with us on Sunday mornings. If not, I hope you've been able to get to watch that online or listen, however you like to do that. Glad to have you with us, however you're joining us. So Tuesday devotion, going off the message from Sunday for Pastor TJ, that the Lord give him. Give the credit to the Lord. But the one point that stuck with me that I want to share today, and I've got on the screen, and TJ called it the right attitude. Found this picture. It says the right attitude makes all the difference. And so when he was talking about that, he was in Genesis chapter 40 and verses 6 and 7, and he was talking about Joseph's attitude. And so we know that Joseph, he's just been falsely accused, and then he's in the prison here, and he's got the baker and the butler that are there with him. And that's where we're at here. And I also want to stop to say here, getting into this, and TJ talked about himself and how he would be when he was preaching Sunday, and he spoke about what he would be like if he had been falsely accused and put in the prison. And, gosh, if that's me, I can tell you I would have been a handful. I don't know how well I would have handled that, but we see a great example here of Joseph and what he done. And in Genesis 40, verse 6, it says, Joseph came in unto them in the morning and looked upon them, and behold, they were sad. And he asked Pharaoh's officers that were with him in the ward of his Lord's house, saying, Wherefore look ye so sadly today? And so they had these dreams, and they didn't understand what they were about. And, they'd been taken out of their positions that they were at in Pharaoh's house and been cast in this prison. And so it was evident upon their face of the kind of situation that they were in, and it was showing, it was apparent. But, Joseph still, in the midst of his troubles, in the midst of being falsely accused, he was still able to serve them. He was still looking for a way to bless them. That's something that I think I've challenged myself, and I'll challenge you guys with. That's something I've really challenged myself with lately is, trying to have a better attitude of every day, getting up in the morning and starting that day. And sometimes we dread it, right? Sometimes we all dread that day and that work day and what we've been dealing with and what we might have to deal with. And sometimes we dread those things. We dread the next thing that we have to work on. We dread the next house project. We dread the next, whatever it may be, the thing that we're facing. But I've really tried to challenge myself lately to reach out to someone else. How can I be a blessing to someone else today? I actually posted a thing on that, I think last week sometime, and said, I focus less on self and more on others. Somebody today needs to be blessed. And I want to look for those opportunities, and it may be the smallest of things. Joseph interpreted a couple dreams here, but it could have been the smallest of things that we can do for others that actually can bless them. So in that, 2 points to remember as we close this one out. We have to fully believe God is there, even in the prison, in the worst times of our lives. We have to fully believe and have faith and know that God is there in that situation. He is present. He is a present help in our time of trouble. He's there at all times. He's not going to leave us. He's not going to forsake us. He's going to be there no matter what we're battling. So our focus doesn't need to be on that. We don't need to walk around the sour Christian with our face drawn up and we're just defeated all the time. We're not defeated. We're winners, and we can bless somebody else in showing them that, even while we're in the prison. Point number 2, Pastor mentioned this Sunday, we can't control the adversity, but we can control the attitude. We can't control everything that's going to happen. Some things are going to come our way. Some things we can control, a lot we can't. But there's a lot of things that are going to get thrown at us. The storms rise up out of middle of nowhere. And it's in those moments we can't control how they blow, where the winds blow, or whatever goes on in our lives, but we can control our attitude and how we handle the situation. I challenge you to do that today. I challenge you to have the right attitude. Look for someone else that you can serve, even in the midst of your adversity. Love you guys. Hope you have a great week. Pray for me, and I pray for you.